Hanging out today in one of the parks I grew up in. I used to play a lot here when I was a kid, and a lot of us grew up in a place where we felt like religion was pushed on us. The condemnation maybe we felt made us not want to be a part of church anymore. And so this Sunday at Field Church, we're going to talk about taking back Sunday, taking Sunday back to what the Bible intended it to be. A place where you know that Christ died on the cross for you, where you know that it's a place of love and reception, and the things that he did on the cross was so you can have that in your life. Because we're hanging out at the park today, we hope to talk to some people about their opinions and their attitudes and their conversations about what church means to them, what religion means to them, what God, what pastors, what Jesus means to them, and hopefully by understanding those things can better understand why it is we need to take back Sunday.
Passion?
Passion? What kind of passion?
Passion for God.
Passion for God. How about you? Do you have that passion?
Pastor, I've had a lot of different pastors, so there are good things and bad things.
What's some of the bad things?
Some of the bad things? Not being there for the right reasons. Good things? Passion for what they believe in. My family.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind you think your family needs in the church?
To be united.
Bring your family together more? Or be
Pray
united?
together. Yeah, it brings the family together. It brought mine back together.
Really? When you think as you go around in your neighborhood and at work and places like that, we've learned that people either think that Jesus is Lord, a liar, or a lunatic. What do you think people that you run into the most think?
I don't know what people think, but what concerns me is what I think.
Well, what do you think?
I
Liar,
think he's the
lunatic, or
Lord.
Lord?
He's the Lord.
There you go. All right, that's
He's
awesome.
the Savior.
There seems to be a barrier about what people think about church, that there's reasonings that they don't want to come. What do you think the reason you hear the most is?
Well, from a little experience, I would say because myself, I believe a lot of pastors are not portraying Jesus as who he is. I mean, you can't portray Jesus and be crooked.
I think they think everybody in the church are
For the money.
Well, I think they're.
For the
I think
money.
I think they think that we're so righteous that we didn't actually come from the world once we get in the church. They think we are so straight that we don't have the problems that they have. So they don't want to associate with us because they think we're fanatics. But like I say, the world cannot see what we see.
Well, I think of family and community, and it was mostly to me, church it is and it should be more of a community thing, but it really isn't. You know? I wasn't raised in the church, and then I don't feel connection if I go, and I don't see the church. I don't see a lot of practice what they preach a lot. You know, like church is good to me. It's like, especially like a smaller church, but like a lot of big churches, there'll be a lot of people in the church that just get lost the whole meaning of it.
Get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, I think that you don't see the impact from what church. You don't see hardly no impact in the community. No matter what church, no matter what community. Almost like a dinner table extension of the family. It's like all of us being one. You know. So in the congregation, and you just don't see that no more. That's the whole point of it to me.
Right.
To me, that's like a leader, a good person.
Is that a good connotation or a bad connotation?
It's a good connotation to me. It's almost like, you know, a cop, a politician, a teacher. Some are good, some are bad, but at the bottom line, somebody gonna have a good heart to them, and they're trying to do good. That's what I think.
What's keeping them from going? Well, church themselves.
Church himself?
Yeah, what they should do is get out and meet the people. What do I think it takes a person to get to heaven?
In your personal opinion, what does it take to get to heaven?
Well, now you're talking about Christian.
Well, I mean, there's only one heaven and one hell, as best I understand. So there must be only one way to get there.
No, each faith has a different idea about that. It's kind of like, here's the throne, and there's many paths to that throne. and they're not necessarily all one. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're all reaching for the same place.
Mm-hmm.
They just got different ways of getting there. And some are just as valid as Christianity.
What do you think about the Bible?
Well, I've read it.
Do you think it's true?
Yes, a lot of it is basically true. Some of them, you know, it's kind of like Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they believe in one God. But have you ever seen all the different names they use for that God?
Yeah, there's quite a few, yeah.
Well, Christianity is the same way.
Right. Whenever you leave this earth, where you think you can open your eyes at?
Well, you mean, are you talking about dying? Or
Yes, sir. When we turn in this body here and and it's over.
Well, see, you expect to die. I don't expect to die.